Hey, good evening, my mom bosses. How y'all doing? It is your girl Cami Flowers of the Balanced Mom Boss community. I am your women's empowerment coach and digital creator. I am happy to be before y'all on this blessed Monday. We're going to give it just a moment or two to give folks the opportunity to come on. And then I will jump into it. We are going to be talking about identifying limiting beliefs about balance. And I know y'all like, well, she been talking about balance for a while. You right, I have, because there is a point or a place that us mom bosses need to get to in the season so we will be ready to thrive this summer. Y'all, it don't take long. All it takes is a made up mind. And I guarantee you, once you start taking those small steps each day, you're going to start seeing a change. So, yes, I said I am looking to see a change by this summer. Um, Let's go ahead and give this just a moment. I hope y'all have had a great day. I thank y'all for tuning in. I hope that y'all enjoyed last week's lives as we talked about the balance framework. I gave you the glow method. And then also on Friday, I switched it up a little bit and I talked about different ways to make meal planning and prepping a little bit more easy. And so the live wasn't as long as the other ones, but I did give you some goods nonetheless. So again, my name is Cami Flowers. I am your women's empowerment coach and digital creator. I am here tonight to talk to y'all about identifying limiting beliefs about balance because y'all, we gonna have to work on our mindsets. We have to move past where we are. We're not going to get caught up on what it looks like. We're not going to get caught up on our feelings, and we're not going to get caught up on what we feeling like. We're going to move past these limiting beliefs. We're going to fix our mindsets. These minds up here of ours, we're going to fix our mindsets to move a little bit differently in the season. Let me go ahead and get into this thing. We're going to talk about what limiting beliefs are. So limiting beliefs are the thoughts or stories we tell ourselves that hold us back from reaching our full potential. They are mental barriers, often shaped by past experiences, fear, or self-doubt that convince us we can't do something even when we can. So those limiting beliefs are those things that we sit and tell ourselves. That's why I say it is so important that we pay attention on how we talk to ourselves, because when you constantly talking about yourself in a negative way, what do you expect to get in return for that? You can't keep talking bad about yourself. You can't keep beating up on yourself and then expect to have a glowing result. We're going to have to work on that. We always be saying what we can't do. And I don't know if it's because we feel like it is just truly that hard or if we just don't believe in ourselves. But I'm here to tell you that whatever it is that you've been trying to do in this season, whatever it is that's on your heart to do, you can absolutely do that thing, whether that is working on your health and wellness, whether that thing is starting a business, whether that thing is being more intentional about bonding with your children or being more present at home or in the office, whatever it is that you're working towards, you can absolutely do it. The thing that we're going to switch up is trying to do everything at once. We're going to remove that mind state of thinking that we have to do everything quickly. Everything's not going to have a microwave effect. We're going to have to learn how to work at that thing each day at a time in order to get the result that we're looking for. Because a lot of times when we set the goal too big, we set ourselves up for disappointment. And y'all, I am the first one to tell y'all I've been there. I've done that. These beliefs often sound like, I don't have enough time. Is it really that we don't have enough time, or is it that we're not being good stewards of the time that we have? Because what was it last week when I was talking to y'all about taking note of what it is that we spending our time on? So why don't y'all get y'all phones? You can either do it now or you can do it at another time. But there is a feature. Now, I ain't been an Android girl in a long time, but I know on Apple there is a feature and you can go and it'll tell you how much screen time you've had. It'll show you what apps you spending the most time on. So again, is it that we really don't have enough time, or is it that we don't want to make the time, or we spending the time that we do have on stuff that's not important? I'm not good enough. Who in the world told you that? Who is it that opened up their mouth to tell you that you wasn't good enough? Is it something that somebody else has said, or is this what you telling yourself? Because I know for a fact that business has been brewing in your belly for a while. God gave you the vision for it. So if he gave you the vision for it, I know for a fact that he gave you everything within yourself to do what you need to do. Good evening, Bridget. How you doing? Thank you for joining me. Balance is impossible for me. How so? We can't be telling ourselves what's impossible if we ain't never really gave it a shot. And let me tell you something, giving it a shot, I'm not talking about you trying it for 5 minutes. I'm not talking about you giving it just a day. I'm not talking about you just, you just thinking about it or you planning to do it. I'm talking about really getting up each day and really giving it your all. I'm going to show y'all something. Each week, and I'm going to have a bigger example of this. I'm going to try to get this off of the keyboard so it won't mess up nothing. Today, before I even got myself going good, I made sure that I was intentional about planning my time out, everything that I needed to do for the week. And I don't know how well y'all can see this, but this is my weekly planner page. I went through and I gave myself some days are a little bit more heavier than others, but I also know what I have coming and what I need to do. And so I have still, even though the days that are heavy, I still made it to where it's manageable because the tasks that days that may have extra tasks, those tasks are things that might not necessarily take that long to do. So I was able to add an extra task or two on a certain day. But y'all, we got to learn how to get up and be intentional about this thing. I know as I get older, I don't trust this brain in my 40s to remember what I said I was going to do this morning. I'm learning to write that thing down. So remember, we're going to be intentional about this. There we go. I have to do everything myself. Now, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I'm guilty of it. I have it, I know how it is sometimes when we want things done a certain way, when we feel like it needs to be done by us because ain't nobody else gonna do it like us. And that's true. All of us have our own special way of doing stuff. But you know what, mama? You're gonna burn yourself out by trying to do it all. There is always a way to put a system in place to where you can take some of the pressure off of yourself. And one of those things is learning how to delegate. Learning how to delegate some of these things. When you got things at home that you can delegate, if you have kids that are old enough to help, do a chore chart, whatever you need to do at work, in business, whatever, learn how to delegate. Stop trying to think you need to do it all yourself. And I learned something from my years working in corporate America and stuff like that. When you put yourself in that position to where you the best, and I'm not saying don't show up and give your best, but what I'm saying is that when you the only person that knows how to do those certain things, and that puts you in a bad spot because that gives you limits you on your ability to grow because you're stuck in a place because you don't want to let nothing go because only you can do something. Okay, we're going to move on from that. The problem is limiting beliefs feel true, but they aren't facts. They keep you playing small, stuck and overwhelmed, and afraid to take bold steps towards growth. I want y'all to do something. If this is an area that you find that you are struggling in, I want you to start learning each day to speak life into yourself. I want you to start speaking affirmations. When your mind is trying to tell you you can't do it, I want you to speak it out of your mouth. I can do this. I can do all things through Christ Jesus, which strengthens me. Greater is he that is within me than he is in the world. God is going to provide you with what you need, but you got to first believe. And you got to first start speaking that thing out of your mouth, okay? Identifying and breaking these beliefs is key to building confidence, creating balance, and thriving in both business and life. When you shift those thoughts, you open yourself up to new possibility, clarity, and success. Have y'all ever had issues with having a mental block about something, whether it be, let's talk about finances. Some of us, whenever we have the money or whatever, we have no problem with getting online, paying our bills or whatever. But then when money is tight, some of us get into a panic. And so we don't take the time to outline our finances to see exactly where things are. And so that puts us in a tight spot. But if we just take the time to look at those little things, sometimes it don't even be as bad as we think it is. And y'all know what? That person, that was me. I used to be scared to deal with certain things because I just didn't want to deal with it. I was scared. Whatever it was, whatever that block was that was going on with me mentally, not wanting to take the time each month to get organized in the areas that I needed to. But let me tell y'all something. When I started to get organized in those areas, when I started to take the time out each month to write everything out that I needed to, as far as budgeting and stuff like that, y'all, the fear went away. And where the fear was coming from, unnecessary fear. I had a peace, a newfound peace that came over me, that it was different worry and anxiety and stuff that I was going through, that went away. But I had to make up my mind that I was going to be disciplined in this area, because if we can't be good stewards in the small things, I don't know where it is that you think that God is going to bless you with much if you're not even taking care of the little. And so me not wanting to deal with the small, me not wanting to get organized where I wanted to be, only thing that was doing was hindering me, because I am getting myself in position to be able to receive what's coming to me. But we can't do that if we not in a good place, if we running from it. Okay. Ain't no need to run from it. Whatever it is that you're going through, we got there, however we got there, but we need to go ahead and take accountability for where we at, the actions that led us there, and then go ahead and deal with that thing. We're not going to let these matters hold us back in this season. The bottom line is, if you believe you can't, you won't. But if you believe that you can and take action, you will. Now, notice that second part. If you believe you can and take action. Notice it says take action. Please do not be one of them saints that's always praying and never taking action. Faith without works is dead. And you can't just be in your corner praying about a situation and not putting action to it. You can't be praying, God, help bless me with this job, but you're not going to fill out no applications or put your resume in nowhere, or you not trying to go to the job fairs or whatever it is that you need to do to fill out an application. The job is not going to come knock on your door. You can't say, God, help me be a good steward of my money, when every time you get money, you spending it on foolishness. Ain't nothing being saved. Ain't nothing going towards the bills. Ain't nothing going towards what it needs to. You just being foolish with your spending. God, give me a new car. God, give me this, give me that. But why are you asking him for all this stuff, but we not taking care of what we have? Take action. Believe that you can do it, but take action, and believe that you're going to get through whatever it is that you're going through right now. If you believe it, it'll happen. Just like when we believe that we can't do something, we're not going to do it. For those that have struggled with been on a weight loss journey and stuff like that, when we done been going hard in the gym for a week, we've been eating good for a week, and at the end of that week, we are expecting to see dramatic results. But sometimes we got to adjust the way we think about that thing. You might not be seeing dramatic results in the way that your body looks, but I guarantee you get up every day and you start eating right, you start making some movements, and it don't have to be nothing dramatic. You can just dedicate 30 minutes a day to walking your neighborhood. It ain't got to be nothing extra extravagant. And I guarantee you by the end of that week, your body is going to feel different. You're going to feel different. You're going to have a little bit more energy. You're going to feel your muscles is going to feel a little better. I guarantee you're going to feel a difference. You might not see it, but I guarantee you're going to feel it. Okay. But the point is, we got to start. So let me see what else I may have for y'all before we get out of here. I told y'all I'm not going to be before you long, but I wanted to come and talk this over with y'all and the lessons that I'm teaching y'all. If y'all heard me talk about it before, I have a bundle. It is called, just one second. It's called the Balanced Mom Boss Bundle. Head over to my website at www.camiflowers.com. Let me add that on here real quick. Okay, there it is on the bottom of the screen. Facebook, YouTube. Go ahead and go over to my website, www.cammyflowers.com. This is a 4-book bundle. And let me tell you, it's not only going to help you get together in your personal life where you're going to have the space to do budgeting and planning out your finances and meal prepping and so on and so forth, but it's also going to give you the space to get your business, the foundation planned out. It's going to give you the space to get your business strategies, your business planning, and that sort of thing in line. This is a detailed ebook and journal about the Balanced Mom Boss, and it's walking you through the journey of surviving. And then at the end, if we dedicate the time to ourselves in this thing, you're going to be thriving by the time you go walk through the journey of the Balanced Mom Boss journal. Okay. Y'all, I hope that y'all enjoyed this live on tonight. This is again streaming from Facebook and YouTube. I will be on Instagram here shortly, but I hope it was a blessing to y'all. If you're just now joining in, my name is Cammy Flowers. I'm your women's empowerment coach and digital creator. It is my passion to help other mom bosses create balance so that they can thrive in both business and personal lives. So y'all be blessed. I will be seeing y'all back again on Wednesday as we dive deeper into this thing. Have a great night.